Alright, anyway, hello guys and welcome back to the Medieval Wars. Today we have game 3 between aLc and VNS. The score is currently 1-all and yes, I have literally just remembered that I forgot to update the scores at the top of the screen right there. But the score is currently 1-1, VNS winning that last game, which was Islands, and that was their home map. And aLc choosing today to play game 3 on the one and only Black Forest, which is, in my opinion, quite crap. Fiddle balls, I don't know. I actually hate this map. I think a lot of you know this, but either way, we're gonna watch it and commentate anyway, because at the end of the day, it's part of the tournament and it's still a tournament game. I'm going to have a go at the Viper though for including this map in the map pool and making it possible for players to actually choose it. But anyway, who have we got? Well, for Team aLc, these alcoholics that they are. In yellow we have Falcon Shrey. As you can see, I was pronouncing that wrong before. You can see there it's clearly Falcon Shrey, and that is, he's playing as Celts in yellow off to the sort of rightish of the map. His teammate in purple down to the south, Holden Caulfield, he is playing as Sabanish in pink or purple, whatever. Purple is best colour though, so we'll say purple. And yeah, he's down to the very south of the map. I've gone to kind of an awkward direction because Falcon Shrey is actually a pocket player. His the other pocket for aLc is to Shine. Wow. Learn to read, Zach. He's playing as Mongols in teal, off to the very far right of the map. And finally, we have Mr. What's his name? Mr. Nilford, the hippopotamus. There's me getting distracted by all the banging outside. I had my window closed and everything, but unfortunately there's not a lot I can do about that until September, when I move in with my girlfriend and we won't have to worry about noise and annoying parents. Way! Anyway, a little bit of walling action going on in the centre here, and I'll introduce the other team, VNS, in just a moment. But Falcon Shrey here, getting in there. He's going in. He's going huge with his villagers, and as is VNS Fish. These guys trying to fight here to get this wall in place. Are they going to lose any villagers early on? It would be cool if they do. We've got scouts in the mix. We've got villagers fighting in there. And Falcon Shrey here bringing in another villager, using the hills here to try and attack downhill. And if he takes out a villager from Fish here, that's going to be a nice little win for him. Holden here taking out Fish's scout, and Fish looks like he may be forced to retreat. We've got Baggio for his scout right here as well on 6 health, going to be chased down by Holden Caulfield, and he's going to lose it as well, which is a nice play by them. And it looks like, yeah, Holden Caulfield should get away there. And now with Shrey, or Falcon Shrey here, with 3 full HP villagers, chasing down some villagers with just 8 health left. Looks like they could get a quick snipe, as Fish brings over a couple more villagers right now, and he's going to try and head this off. And it could be the case that Shrey decides to wall this, as this is one of Fish's gold spots. Holden Caulfield losing his scout, and clearly there, obviously pissed off that he lost it. But there we go, Shrey, Falcon Shrey there, walling Fish in, and a little bit of action early on, which is sometimes the case in Black Forest, as these players try and wall themselves in, or wall themselves enemies out. And oh wow, Fish really not having such good luck here. 2 wolves coming in to attack this villager. Thankfully he does have Loom though, and he should escape this fight with the extra villager right there. So all good stuff. Is Shrey going to try and sneak though? Now, one common strategy, or something that can be done in Black Forest, is sending a villager through to sneak it to the back. Falk here could do it, but is he going to do it? It looks like he's not, because he's literally just walling it up. A scout from Shine coming in as well. Shine, a player who we've not actually seen yet playing for aLc, but his scout there just as a protector, a watcher, to make sure that these villagers are all safe. Now obviously they're going to lose a bit of gathering time with these 4 villagers and the 3 villagers here for Shrey that aren't actually doing anything, but he's not going to waste time walking all the way back to base. He's going to stick up a lumber camp right here and stick there. But he's actually done a really good thing here by securing this area, because look how much gold is in this little area right here. I was going to call it an enclosure, but it is literally just a little area. Only enclosed, of course, by their walls. But yeah, I think this area right here is looking really nice for Falcon Shrey here. Hopefully his villagers doesn't die in this situation. I'm kind of, well, rooting that his villagers doesn't die. At the same time, It might die, and it is going to die, I think. Oh, no, it's not. That was a close one. 3 health. But anyway, yeah, nice little get for them. I'm going to ward this gold out from Fish and Bagiofro. So on the other team, we've already seen a bit of action from VNS Fish right here. He's playing as a Spanish in blue. And obviously Spanish not a best, or the best flank civilization. But in this situation, it's not too bad because it's Black Forest and they're likely to boom for 20 minutes, which reminds me that I should put the game time on. VNS Bagiofro in grey, playing as Mongols off to the west of the map, luring his second boar in right now, and looking like he's going to be obviously fast castling like most of, well, I think all of these players will be. VNS Yellow up to the northwest in green. He's playing as Celts, and I think Celts one of the best civilizations for maps like Black Forest and Mishi, where you're going to have a lot of choke points and where the siege that they get can be really effective. Perhaps here we'll see some heavy scorpions, some siege onagers, and the like. We've also got VNS ACCM playing in orange as Koreans up to the north of the map, bordering Nilpford right here. And we've got Koreans on both flanks in this situation, and Koreans are reasonable. You know, they've got good defences, they've got good fortifications, and they've got good siege. So I think Koreans on Black Forest also a reasonably good choice. As well as the fact that war wagons are an extremely strong unit in the late game if you've got the economy to support it. Now, in most situations, Black Forest tends to go pretty damn quickly, slowly even. The games tend to drag out for quite some time, and so I'm going to try and speed things up as much as I can without really losing any action here. One thing to note, Holden Caulfield has got a little lake, and he's actually put some fishing ships on there, and it's totally worth it. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 fishing spots after he may have taken one already to take here. He's going to have a very nice economy boost, and I wouldn't be surprised if his score starts to sneak up towards the top once he gets up to the castle age. Obviously, Mongol was going to do well in this situation. Shine here managing to secure himself 3 boar, and there are actually a lot of extra boar on Black Forest, but judging by how many wolves are back here, Shine is not going to be going for these 3 boar straight away. He could try and get them still though, and obviously 3 extra boar at the back, well 4 actually, because he already got 2 here as you can see. Going to be a really big boost to his food, with 340 extra food in each one. It's always good stuff. Of course, this game being a 4v4 does mean that it's going to be drawn out probably for quite some time, but we'll see. Obviously here now, Nilpford, Mr. Hippopotamus, with a nice little decision docking on this lake. They've also decided to dock at the top, and the docks can make quite a bit of difference, the fishing ships even. But he has upgraded to feudal, of course, and he has also got himself a galley out. So he's going to be taking out the fishing ships from ACCM at the top here, who actually isn't gathering at the moment, and securing himself this lake fairly nicely. Now, one thing that I do hope happens in Black Forest is that a villager gets snuck through and we have action in the castle age, which isn't actually the case here. They're all stone walling by the looks of things, or at least walling behind walls. Looks like Yellow just adding in stone right now, and possibly we'll see the same from Nilpford. Don't know though, we'll see. But yeah, so a lot of the time there's not really that much action until the Imperial Age unless a villager gets snuck through, and there isn't a villager snuck through in this situation, but maybe we'll see some of the players getting really aggressive in castle with some mangonels and some battering rams. Now, if one of the players does manage to get aggressive in the castle age and break through the walls, they could do considerable damage if the other person is not prepared and they are sort of, you know, just building economy and not prepared for a mangonel and monk rush, which could be quite a powerful strategy if they can break through the walls quickly, of course. Looks like at the moment though, everyone just going to boom. Shine here building 2 TCs, as you can see. Nilpford's still feudal, Entree's still feudal. He's going to hit castle in a moment, same as Holden. So Shine having a nice start there. Obviously that extra food that he got give him a little bit of a boost. Anyone on VNS in castle yet? I'm not quite sure, but one thing I am sure of is that the sound volume is a little low, so I'm going to give that a little boost right there and make sure that I have my volume in my speakers up so I can, well, my headset up so I can actually hear it. VNS Fish still feudal. We've got Bagiofro who's up to castle right now with 3 TCs already up, same as Shine here. Similar story for Yellow as well with 2 more TCs, and the same for, well, not same for aCCM. He'll get there eventually, I'm sure. Holden Caulfield up to castle, 2 TCs straight away. Expected standard stuff. Everyone's going to be reaching the castle age and building their TCs, not going some really stupidly high pressure. Nupford here, though, could break down this wall fairly easily with his galleys. It looks like he might even go with a castle drop right now, and he is. He's getting very aggressive up top, and I like that. I like that, Mr. Hippopotamus. Got to put his castle up right here, and this castle may be able to break through these walls pretty quickly, if he can break through the side, and if not, he could still dock here and transport across. So perhaps Nupford trying to get aggressive. He is playing as Koreans, so of course his unique unit takes some time to build, and, well, not build, but they cost a lot of wood, they cost a lot of resources in general, and obviously going for the unique unit, the war wagon, can, hinder him quite heavily if he tries that. Not sure why aCCM decided to make a galley here. Didn't really pay off for him. Obviously, Nupford has got fires on the water, and now with this castle going up, he decided actually to put the castle up before the 2 TCs. So he's going to put his second TC up now, and once he gets enough stone, which he's going to get eventually, he'll put the third TC up as well. But this castle, nice play from him. Very quick early aggression. I like it a lot. And hopefully he's going to continue that aggression onwards. Alright, let's see then. Yeah, he is actually making war wagons. So maybe we'll see some really aggressive pushing from him here. And going to try and steamroll through aCCM's base. Now if he is going to do that, he will need some mangonels and stuff. So perhaps we'll see a siege workshop on the front from him momentarily. But so far, just starting to work on breaking down these houses, breaking through these walls, and building a couple of war wagons. Going to get, taking out aCCM's houses here as well, which is going to cost aCCM wood. But Nupford, little does he know, aCCM is walling behind this. He's going to wall over the edge as well to stop him from building a transport. And it doesn't look like Nupford is going to be so successful in his push here. Fortunately, I think for him, he's not continuing to make war wagons. He's just put the 1 out there. Not sure why he even bothered to do the 1, to be honest, but at the very least, he could take out aCCM's market, potentially even his blacksmith, and that, of course, is going to cost aCCM some gold. Some wood, because he's going to have to rebuild them back here. He's also put down a siege workshop, so he can defend with a mangonel if he needs to, and I don't think he will be making a mangonel. No, he's not. He wouldn't do that just yet. A bit early for that. And now this is the thing with Black Forest. Early aggression can be countered pretty quickly, pretty easily even. aCCM now with the double wall, and Nupford is not going to be getting through. So if Nupford wants to try and push through again with a second castle drop, maybe he'll do it, maybe he'll be successful, but until then, I will speed things up on to fast speed and wait until we get some action, which is probably not going to be until the 35th minute potentially here. Nupford, nice. He's really persistent here, building a turtle ship, something that we do not see very often at all. And I'm wondering if he's actually, here we go, noticing that mangonel there, taking it out very quickly. And I like this play from Nupford here, getting very aggressive and trying to pile in here with units and stop aCCM. But aCCM has got a monk right here, and he's going to be able to get a conversion, which he has done already. So this is just so easy to defend for him. He can just keep walling it up, keep walling, no problem whatsoever. And Nupford's attack may be a little bit futile, which could be a problem for them. However, Shine right here is playing as Mongols, as I said earlier, building a castle inside of Nupford's base to help him out. And it's important that the pocket players do that. He's also almost up to Imperial right now, and I think, potentially, or Bagiofo is as well, Holden Caulfield is as well, aCCM obviously not, he's way away from Imperial right now. Yellow is up to Imp, and Falcon Tray is up to Imp as well. So it looks like they're going to get really sort of defensive of this area, aLc is. And it also looks like Shine here, building a castle in his teammate's base, in Nupford's base, going to be actually getting out some trebs and stuff to try and bust through here as quickly as he can. aCCM, of course, quite away from the Imperial Age right now, and he's going to be relying on Yellow to help him out a little bit here. So we're kind of hoping that we see some action from Yellow here, as he is almost up to Imp, and he needs to come and help his teammate out, otherwise Otherwise, ACCM could find himself under a lot of pressure, and that is not going to be good for him. So let's see. Shine, of course, up to Imp straight away. Well, one of the first up to Imp, and ACCM actually playing tribute to Yellow right here. Interesting. So Yellow is being paid resource by ACCM. ACCM, of course, on the flank here, going to be under a lot of pressure from Shine, and I'm starting to think that perhaps this isn't actually such a good idea for ACCM to be slinging his pocket player right now, unless, of course, Yellow can do some really big damage and make enough siege to defend against Shine. Of course, all of these civs have pretty good siege. Obviously, Shine here playing as Mongols, they have good siege, and in the Spanish, reasonable siege as well. And of course, we have Celts and Koreans, which also have great siege. So, civs chosen very wisely for this matchup. I'm going to be interested to see if this sling sort of strategy works out very well for them. We'll have to wait and see. Yellow up to Imperial right now, and I actually thought, though, that Shine here would try, at least, to get some trebs out pretty quickly, but he's not doing that. He's actually making rams, capped rams already, and he's made a treb as well. He made some Manganel even first, which he's going to have to deal, protect even up here. But I like how they're getting really aggressive early on. Nilpford attacking in the Castle Age to try and stop much from happening or much going on, and preventing ACCM from from walling up. Trying to wall up. He obviously did wall up, so he kind of failed in that regard. But with the pressure on here, once this wall goes down, which it could do pretty quickly, they could find themselves having a lot of dudes in their base. So ACCM not up to Imp yet, I don't think. He's still Castle, and he doesn't really have an army either. He is fully relying on Yellow here to help him out, and I think Yellow's going to have a tough time against a Korean player and a Celt player. Sorry, not a Celt player, a Mongol player. This castle could go down pretty quickly, as could this one, if Shine brings in his trebuchets. I'm not sure where his trebs actually are. There it is, it's there. And I think should be attacking this castle straight away. So if these guys can't get trebs out quickly, if Yellow isn't building a trebuchet right now, he's getting Fura Celtica first. Problem. Because this castle could go down, and they're going to have to build castles back a bit, otherwise the trebuchets are going to keep taking them out. Obviously now, Shine with I almost said Imperial Rams, Siege Rams, going to be breaking through these walls very, very quickly. And this is a problem for the VNS team in the north. Now down to the south, we've got a bit going on here. Holden Caulfield making Paladin, well, Cavalier for now, they will be Paladins soon. Falcon Tray in yellow, making Siege Onager. And we should see some action going on in this area very shortly. Hopefully it will be pretty cool. It'd be nice if Holden Caulfield makes some, what are they called? Dudes with guns. I can't even remember the name of that unit. It was in my head a second ago, and I'll remember it momentarily. The Spanish UU. It's just gone out of my head. Conquistador, there we go. That's what I was looking for. And yeah, so that should be pretty cool down there. I'll keep an eye on that. But right up here, still action going on. And Shine going to be getting in there with his Siege Rams. Onagers all coming out for Yellow, but the Rams are already in. And now if Shine can get in there and take out the Rams quickly with his Mangadai, which hopefully he will be able to do. Mangadai pretty effective against Siege Onagers if microed well. Then he can protect his Rams quite easily and start taking out these castles and such, and it's going to be pretty tough then for these guys to defend. I kind of think that ACCM is going to be up to Imperial right now. Yeah, he has clicked up. What about Nilpford? Is Nilpford up? Yes, he is. So Nilpford is a little bit further ahead, and it's going to be a bit of a 2v1 situation right now, as ACCM really doesn't have much to defend. He's really just relying on Shine. Now, of course, sorry, on Yellow to help him out. Now, of course, we've still got attacks coming in from Rams, and they've really not done much to comprehend that. Yellow upgraded to Siege Onager right now, though, so we should be able to deal with the Rams potentially a little bit faster if he can land the shots. But Shine here getting in with his Rams, and he could do big damage here, even with all these Onagers out. We'll have a look at that in a moment. But here we go, cutting now from Falcon Strait. A lot of Siege Onagers there. Hashtag Onager hype. He's on it. We're all on it. Onagers for days, and these can be pretty deadly. But Holden Caulfield getting in there straight away. with his Cavalier, going to be taking out the onagers from yellow extremely quickly. And of course, yellow now trying to fight on two fronts, which is never a good idea at all. Of course, the Cavalier from Holden Caulfield probably going to get taken out fairly quickly in here. But look how many siege onagers Entree has right here, Falcon Shrey. He is decimating this castle very quickly, but in comes the Cavalier from Fish, and that's going to cause him some issues. Alright, sure, he's going to take out that castle, but how many onagers is he going to lose to these Cavalier? That is the question. Probably a lot if he doesn't do something about it. Of course, onagers can take out their own units pretty damn quickly. So these onagers from Falcon Shrey probably going to go down very quickly there. As you see, just losing so many of them. And he's making the classic mistake of just making onagers. And he needs some halberdier in front of this to attack the Cavalier and soon-to-be paladins from Fish. He's hoping that Holden Caulfield can help him out a little bit though, bring in some paladins of his own. But so far, Falcon Shrey losing a lot of siege onagers there, rather unnecessarily as well, I will say. So, pretty rough stuff going on. Starting to bring out some scorpions as well. I was hoping, really, that he would have had some halbs in there or something to deal with that. Back up at the north, then, we've still got Shine pushing in through here. We've got Yellow with his siege onagers trying to defend still. But it looks like this castle is going to go down now for Yellow. Unless you can... Yeah, there we go. It goes down. And it looks like Nilford and Shine going to be pushing in through. Probably going to do some big damage. Because as I said, aCCM really does not have much here at all. He has just been slinging. And I think that's a big mistake. Especially as a flank player. Really, really not so good. Holden then. Getting right in there. Stuck in with his paladins. Badjofro with some... Elite Mangudai behind, going to be making short work of these, I think. He's got plenty of Mangudai out right there. Heavy Scorpions from Entree, Siege Onagers from him as well, and this is going to be carnage right here. If he can protect his siege from heavy cavalry, then it will be carnage. He is relying very heavily on Holden Caulfield though, and it looks like Fish may have had a bit of a rough time. His score lagging behind massively, and as you can see, Holden Caulfield here with his paladins killing villagers by the dozen in these guys' economies, and it doesn't even look like they've realised, to be honest with you. Looks like Holden just making a little bit of a run for it, managing to kill off villagers very quickly and really damage the economies of the VNS guys. Fish taking so long to realise that this paladin is in his base, and finally he is going to lose that guy right now. In good time, of course, he will lose it. But he doesn't actually have fletching, so that took a while. But look at this siege right here. This is pretty bitchin', and let's see if Entree can actually do much damage with this. Of course, onagers on both sides, so could be some massive collateral damage going on. Really just trying to land those onager shots. As you can see, that one onager from yellow there, managing to flatten 3 of Falcon Shrey's, and now with the paladins in there, he is looking, well, I think Fish is looking for his opportunity to get in and do big damage right here. He's relying on that. Light cavalry from Badjofro. Hopefully that's going to be upgraded to Hussar soon. He really will need that, as that will give him a bit of extra pierce armor to deal with these heavy scorps. But now, as we see, the paladins coming in, and they really aren't affected too much by the scorpions. Fine, they do take a lot of damage over time, but if he has enough of them massed up and he runs them in there, then Falcon Shrey could lose a lot. But thankfully, Holden Caulfield with his paladins and with his pikemen protecting this siege, and Falcon Shrey going to be able to keep it up right there, stay in this gap and do some massive damage. Back up in the north, the aLc guys doing really awesomely, pushing on through, and Nilford looking like, yeah, bombard towers from him, gonna be bombard towers, pushing through, taking out aCCM's base in a blink of an eye, and really good stuff from him. And I think aCCM really letting VNS down in a sense. It would not let them down because obviously, you know, they must have discussed beforehand that they were going to sling. Otherwise aCCM wouldn't have slung. But obviously here, Fish didn't do enough to protect him, and the walls have been breached, and that is a problem. That is a big problem, because it means now that they can't trade. And if they're going to trade, they're going to have to do it from here. And of course this is under fire as well by the looks of things, slightly, which is a problem for them. Obviously, they have, what was I going to say, the aLc team have a very nice trade line here, all the way at the back, able to trade along the whole length of the map. But as aCCM has already lost his base, it's going to be pretty tough. He's throwing up bombard towers, and bombard towers are reasonably good at defending, but if there's enough rams and they're undefended, they'll go down very quickly indeed. Action on this side then. Onshrey is managing to hold out for now, and he's not really moved his Scorpions. It looks like Holden Caulfield taking some heavy losses. And yeah, as you can see the trade line though from, pardon me, VNS coming straight through here, which is very easily raidable if they lose this area. So the VNS guys fighting for this very, very, very desperately, and it's no surprise really. Right, let's see then if these guys can actually do much damage here. Looks like Bajofro with his Hussars coming in right now. See if he can take out any of these onagers. They seemingly are being protected reasonably well. Holden Caulfield does have his halberdier up right now. And Falconstray literally just investing entirely in siege, which I like his style. Incan Paladins on the left, but I don't think Fish is really massing them up enough here. He's going to get a bit of damage there. He probably will take out that trebuchet. Oh! So close. But the bombard towers from Holden behind this, serving as a very good defense to the siege. Nice shots from Yellow right there, managing to flatten a few onagers in that wake. But look at the bodies on the floor. That's pretty mad. But it does look like a little bit of a losing battle for VNS here, as Holden Caulfield's going to be getting his paladins in, damaging trade, killing off villagers and the like, which is all good stuff from him. And up in the north, ACCM and Yellow trying to put up a bit of a defense, but Yellow really isn't helping him out so much here. He's more focusing on this area here, I believe. It looks like that anyway. Nilpford with Siege Onis out on the map. Siege Rams continuing to come in from Shine as well, and these bombard towers are going to go down very quickly. ACCM, actually, wow, VNS resigning right now, and we're just waiting for ACCM and Yellow to resign. Yellow resigns right now, and ACCM goes as well, and I think they decide that at this stage the game is lost. If you look at the scores, Falconstray there doing a really good job. He's been consistently MVP for Team aLc at the moment, so really good stuff from him. And this siege right here, the push through, really taking an important area of the map, I think. That early walling secured them this area quite nicely and allowed them to push forwards. Of course, once this area is lost, which it's looking pretty lost to me right now, they're going to be able to take the trade route so quickly. Also, ACCM losing his base very quickly as well. Momentum gained by Nilpford and Shine right there, managing to pretty much flatten ACCM. And as I said, I think very lowly of their idea to sling with ACCM. I mean, why would you get your flank player to sling them when you've got a Korean and a Mongol who's just going to build siege rams and bust through your walls in an instant? You can't play the flank undefended like that, and I think Yellow was a bit too slow to get over here. But anyway, thankfully, the Black Forest game wasn't too long, and we can move straight into the 1v1 games, which are